Oh boy. Hello everyone, this is Daniel and I want every one of you to pray for Chelsi Bedell because she lost her mother. And this is an age where people do not usually lose their mother, but, well, her mother's depression was so bad that she ended up, well, dying of whatever the cause was from depression. Basically, depression was the root cause of her death. And the main cause of her death was, something that she died in her sleep, really. Either from alcohol poisoning or from wherever. And sadly enough, depression is the root cause of death, but ends up, going to suicide. That really is the end cause. And, well, Chelsi Bedell is going through a lot today, and a little bit of last week and a lot of last week, I don't know, but, Chelsi Bedell has really gone through a lot, and she's going through, I don't know, a lot of stages of grief, and I want you to pray for her comfort, and this is especially her mother that, she lost, and it was early on, and you know how a mother is when she loses her little children. When someone loses a mother at an early age, they are pretty much the same way, and it's a stage of brokenness that really rots within. So I'm not going to go into every detail of what happened, but do know this, that Chelsi Bedell could end up, if we don't pray for her, that in type of sanity, that she could really, not lose it, but going to basically wish she didn't die this way. Wish that things didn't end up this way, and she might, talk in a different way on YouTube. That's pretty much all that she's gonna do anyway. So, my prayer to you guys, to tell God is to tell God I want Chelsi Bedell to be having comfort, not too much of anxiety, not too much depression, whatever the case may be, because, this is a, bitter cycle that we're seeing right now. This is a cruel cycle, and, you know, things like that just are an attack from the devil. So also pray that the attack from the devil is, not happening to Chelsi Bedell as well, and that, she's going to be alright, that she doesn't get depressed, and that Lord has everything willing, but, that she's going to be alright. And Chelsi Bedell, I do pray for you, that you're comforted by God. And I care for you, Chelsi Bedell, because you truly are one of those people that are, loving, caring, yet also trying to speak for the truth. You're truly born again. And you are very protective. You truly are. And if anyone has words to tell her, you better tell her anything like that. Because I know that you, Chelsi Bedell, and everyone else would know that Chelsi Bedell, I mean, that with Chelsi Bedell, it's like there's nothing that I see that is wrong with you. I see nothing that you've done has fault. Nothing at all. So don't you worry. And your mother is she's a God-fearing woman, and she is a true warrior of God, so don't worry about your mother, Chelsi Bedell. She's in heaven, just as he said. Because obviously your mother would not want you to be going the same path. Your mother loved you, no matter what. Even though she separated herself, she still loved you so much. She truly loved you. And, I care so much in the world for you, Chelsi Bedell. And I bet your husband, or whatever he is to you, would think the same way. And even if he's new in Christ, he really is a true blessing to you. So keep him close to you, and when you go into the funeral, just keep calm. Keep calm, if you can. If you can't, well, I mean, you know, go up on the podium and say, "Don't worry, she's in heaven." If you can't, well, I don't have anything against you, because it's tough. It's nothing that anyone should go through, I know. Especially at your age. But on the other hand, you know, I don't know. Like, memories can make you sad, but when you remember the good things, you'll still be happy no matter what. They can still make you sad, but the sadness turns into happiness. It's not bittersweet no matter what. However, it's really the sweetness of God that resides within it. It's not bitter. It's that soft sweetness that actually, it tastes comfortable. It's like, it's like marshmallows. It's soft and sweet, and it can go in anything that is sweet. And that's what memories are. They're sweet. Those pictures are frozen in time. And no matter what, Chelsi Bedell, those memories will still carry on in your mind until you get to heaven. And not only that, you remember only the good stuff, Chelsi Bedell, when you get to heaven. Now, I don't want you to think that's a good thing to do, but remember, Chelsi Bedell, it's good that you remember that your mother was loving with you, and that she still loves you no matter what. And at times, it's going to be hard. But I know you can do it, Chelsi Bedell. I know you can. I have enough faith in you that your happiness will still reside with the sweet memories. And you will still go through it with sadness, and then with happiness, and then with comfort. It's going to be a long year, I know. However, know that your mother's happy now. She's in paradise. And she's no longer sad or depressed or lonely. She's with everyone else. And the most important part, she's with Jesus. Forever with Jesus. And don't you forget that. Don't you forget that Jesus is the Comforter and the Father of comfort. That He wants everyone to be with Him as a family. And if you don't want to, just remember your mother in every way that you can. Well, just remember the good stuff. Just remember the good stuff, Chelsi Bedell, because she can, she can go in your heart in both ways, but I would rather you remember the good stuff that she did with you. She was a mother, and she was your mother. And even then, when you were a child, she helped you. She drove you to that church where you got your salvation. Don't you forget that. She and your father drove you to that church to get the salvation that you needed. She was willing to be going with your father. Then, you told your mother about the rapture. She didn't tell you about the rapture, but you told her about the rapture. And she was like, wow, I didn't tell her anything. So that was proof. You're by your mother. That was proof that you had the rapture, that she had, that, that you had they had a dream about the rapture. And that the rapture is real. And don't you forget that the rapture is real. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And if everyone else doesn't believe it, if anything, your mother's living proof. If they don't believe, they don't have faith anyway. Like I said, they don't have faith anyway to believe that your mother told you the truth about, she didn't tell you, and then that God told you the truth about the rapture. You keep telling everyone in the same pattern about the rapture. You didn't record that for yourself. You told everyone about the rapture. Anyway, repeatedly. So anyway, pal Chelsi Bedell, your mother was sweet, sad, but for the most part, she wanted good things to happen to you. Now, you wanted good things to happen to her. But now she carried on to be the best place ever. That no tear can ever be in there. And if ever, God held her tears in a jar. And nothing can ever, take the place of salvation. A God-fearing woman she was. And better yet, she had salvation. You knew that she had salvation. Us as believers know who has salvation and who does not. If people talk about the fruit of love, which is love, joy, peace, gentleness, faithfulness, and oh goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and the other things like self-control and anything like that. There's nothing that can take it away. Because remember, the fruit of the Spirit of all these are all these things. And I can tell you that you have that, Chelsi Bedell. You have that, motherly love. You have that self-defense type of thing, and you have all the love you can ever imagine. And besides, you were loved by many, and we were all praying for you. Okay, Chelsi Bedell. Okay, and I'll be done now. Okay, all right, I'll be done now. Okay, bye.